FIFA fans, and welcome to episode 11 of the Academy story. And we've got a big episode today, lots to cover, lots of exciting things. We're going to dive straight in with the first announcement, and that is, of course, and there you go, Oscar has completed his training from left back to left midfield, and that means from this moment onwards, he will be left midfield, and his secondary position is a left back. Also, what's going to go along with this is a change to Oscar's appearance. As you can see, he's grown his hair out a little bit. It has taken him some time to train that position, and whilst he's been training to be a left midfielder, he's also decided to let his hair grow out a little bit, so slightly longer than it was, make him a little bit more recognisable on the pitch. But yeah, Oscar is now a left midfielder. Here is another guy that hasn't got very long to wait at all, and it's going to be in this episode. But of course, we've still got another game to go, and we still need to have the training session. But then Hendricks will be a centre forward no more. He will be a striker. A full out-and-out striker, which will help us a lot. Now, before we get into the meat, which is going to be, of course, the Academy, we've got some awesome players to introduce. Let's just have a look at where we are, because we played 7 games since we've last checked all this. So we're 5th in the league. We've played 18. We've won 9, drawn 4, and lost 5. 31 points, which is pretty sweet. The top 3 are on 37, so we're a little bit behind, but, you know, we can catch up. So not too bad on the table. Looking at the player stats then, and we can see this man Hendricks is having an absolute worldie of a season. 20 appearances, 10 goals, and also 10 assists. And that is awesome. Gonzalo is in second. He's got a couple more goals now. He is playing up front. And of course, now we've completed the Oscar training, it means Gonzalo is going to get all the attention. And that right wing, soon enough, will turn into a striker. Abbas, Henriquez, Edwards, surprisingly Stepanak, but everyone is doing very well. Rose is coming in at second with 5 assists, a long way off Hendricks, who is just a complete package up front. And Gonzalo's still leading the lead with clean sheets. He does like a clean sheet for Steele. Getting a bit better. We've got 5 now out of 20. 25% rate. Not great, but you know, we're sat all right in the league, which is an important thing. Looking at the overall changes then, plus 10 for Hendricks. Again, he's had 2 Derek sessions, and that's what's done that. Faye, Callis, Reese, no surprises there. Jacobs, plus 5. Everyone else, pretty solid growth, you know, plus 4, plus 3. And now coming to the contracts, and I've got an exciting announcement to make. What you're going to see pop up on your screen right now, this guy here, this guy right there, this guy's name is Peter. Okay, a lot of people refer to him as Persuasive Peter. He's an absolute legend, and he's a very good friend of Derek. Derek was the one that actually put us in contact with Peter. Again, he's another retired master of his trade, but because he's so close to Derek, you know, Derek put in a good word for us, and he was like, you know, these guys, they're trying to achieve a lot, and they could do with a little bit of help. And you know what, Peter was like, you know, I can come around a couple of times a year, and I can help out. So what's going to be the role of Persuasive Peter? Well, up to 4 times in one season, we can use Persuasive Peter to handle the negotiation with the players. So he will sit down with the players. We won't, because, you know, we've already had that bad experience with Gonzalo. But we're gonna get PP. We're gonna get PP, Persuasive Peter, in, and he's gonna talk to the player. Okay, when we dictate. So if we're having like contract dramas, one of the players is coming to us. Let's just say hypothetically Stepanak. Stepanak's like, I ain't signing for you. Nope, I'm leaving. Well, we don't want that, let's say. So we're gonna get PP in, and he's gonna sit down with Stepanak and his agent, and he's gonna be like, listen. He's gonna use his skills, and hopefully he's gonna resolve it, and it's gonna end up being in our favor. All right, so we can use Peter 4 times in a season, and each time we use him, it will come up and it will say, the first time it will say 1, the second time it will pop up and say twice. So we know obviously when we've maxed him out. So a very important key member of staff we have now. And going straight from that, I mean, this episode is getting better and better, because we're now going to introduce another member of staff, and she is going to pop up on your screen right now. And this lovely lady is Deborah. Now, Deborah is a sports scientist. She's a sports scientist, physiotherapist legend. Like, everyone knows this woman. You know, she's worked for some of the biggest teams out there, but you know, she got bored of the big time. She got bored of the big time because of all the pressures. So now she's semi-retired. She likes to help out people in need. That's usually old people, but we got good contacts. And so Deborah knowing the situation with how many games we've got. I mean, look, these are the games we've got coming up, and we went to Deborah and we said, listen, Deborah, we're dying. Our players are dying. The stamina, that they're all going to end up injured. You know, we're a small club. We want to make the big time, but we're not going to be able to do it with the stamina situation. She said, listen. I know what we can do to fix this. Now she is an expert in her field, and apparently she is willing to help us out, again, weirdly, 4 times in a year. Now she said that she doesn't care when we call her up, so we can call her up like 4 weeks in a row. But what will happen is when we use Deborah, she will ensure that the players after a game are stretched off properly. So what that means is, let's say now we play a game with these players right here. Now at the end of the game, they're going to be absolutely knackered. These stamina are going to be all the way down. But what she's going to do, she's going to pull them to us at the end. She's going to pull them all into a specialist stretching off session that is, you know, is strictly behind closed doors. Nobody knows what she does. It's all legal though. It's all legal. And she's going to appropriately recover the players. I don't know how she does it, but all this means is after that game, their stamina wouldn't have dropped. So if these guys, let's say, play a game, we come out of the game, all the stamina's gonna be the same in the game. They're gonna be hanging out, but after that game, their stamina's gonna be the same. Remarkably, I don't know how she's gonna do this, but she is. So what that means is then, of course, a 2-day break, adding on to this stamina, will help us out a lot. So we've got 9 games next month. So it's amazing that she's decided to come to us now. And like I said, she's only said 4 times. She said, look, semi-retired, 4 times to help you out. You can use me 4 weeks consecutively, but after that, boom, not again for the rest of the season. So we need to choose it wisely. And to be honest, I think we're going to use her a fair amount at the moment because of the squad size and because of the stamina situation, because of the matches situation, we might end up using her 4 weeks in a row. But we'll see how we get on. But again, we finally hit a bit of luck. You know, we've got some good luck now. Before we go on to the big one then, which is of course the academy players, let's just have a look at top scorers and things like that. And I'm a little bit you know, I kind of thought we'd be well up there in terms of the top scorers, but we, I mean, they are leagues, okay, so it's leagues. So, I mean, Hendricks he's 17th, so he's got a long way to go for Golden Boot. However, look at that name, Hendricks, a striker, 8 assists. So this guy he's up there for assists. And I mean, if he can push for Golden Boot, I know it's a long way off, but if he could get Golden Boot and top assist as well, that will, his value, not just the team, but I mean his reputation internationally it'll be amazing. Clean sheets, we don't really need to focus on clean sheets. I mean, for Steele sitting at 14, so not so bad. Whatever. Here we go. We have got 3 new players. They're all eligible, and we're going to promote them right now. Now this, the patience, all right? There was a lot of patience that was needed to get these players. A lot of reloading, a lot of promoting, seeing the 1-star weak foot and stuff, and then getting rid of them because we thought, no, we don't want rubbish players. We need decent players to fill out the squad. And we have 3. The first new player, Abilio Cordoba. Now the Venezuelan here, potential of 83 to 94, right-footed, brilliant, 6'1". He's not the tallest, and hopefully we're going to play him as a centre-back. A little look at his stats. You know, nothing jumps out as being incredible at this point, but that potential. But let's have a look now. Let's promote him and let's see him in the squad, because I think you guys are going to be excited. Here we go. He's accepted the contract. Let's go down. Let's find him. And here he is. Cordoba. He's a 55 overall. Boom. Boom. And this is what we like. Left back, he can play centre back and central defensive midfielder. He's a, like I said, right foot player. High defensive work rate. A 4-star weak foot. 3-star skill moves. I like the way this guy looks. We haven't, of course, we need to edit that old tuck-in Tom there with his shirt tucked in. They like a good tuck-in Tom, EA do. We're going to change all that, and we'll have a look before his first game. But yeah, really liking Cordoba. Next up, we got Placido Guzman, who is a left winger. We finally got an actual left winger. And he's another right-footed player, 5'8". No surprise with that. Again, they always seem to be about 5'8", 5'7", 5'9" if they're a winger. And he's of course from Ecuador. Look at his stats. And this is what stood out for me. The acceleration is 79, but the sprint speed 83. And wow, the amount of players I had to go through that even had decent sprint speed, but 83. I know it's not very high, but for a 16-year-old from the youth academy, it's good. And now let's promote this guy and see how he looks. And we can see there, Guzman has accepted the contract. So we're going to go down, down, down. And Guzman, left wing, boom, boom. And he is a left wing and he can play left midfield. Right foot player, he's got a high attacking work rate, medium defensive work rate. Only a 3-star weak foot, but that's okay, and 4-star skill moves. And let's see how Guzman looks. And here is Guzman. And this guy, he's a handsome fella. We'll say handsome. He looks like he's got goals in him. You know what I mean? He looks like he wants to score goals. And I'm hoping that he's gonna prove me right. So another player, but you know, I'm just excited, guys, because we're finally getting decent players to fill out our squad. And that's just all I want. We just need players. We need players that can play, and they need to have potential. And Guzman here is another one that, yeah, exciting. Now the last guy. And before I scroll right to this last guy, let me just say, I think this is the best youth player I have ever found. Okay, before we have a look at any of the stats, and the reason being, boom. He has an overall rating of 65, and he's valued at £1 million already. Now, someone in the comments said, go to Sweden. Sweden have got some superstars, and they weren't freaking kidding, because this guy, at 16, 65, he's just going to slot straight in. He's a central attacker midfielder, but that's not too bad because we can train him to be a midfielder or whatever. We don't know where exactly we want him, but I couldn't let this guy pass up. Left-footed, he's 6 foot, so pretty tall, which is good. We need some height in the midfield. A little look at his stats. Nothing stands out there. He's got 76 curve. What is it? He's a playmaker. So yeah, let's promote Jan Berglund and check out his stats. There it is, the final contract acceptance. And Berglund. Okay. Oh, this is cheeky. This is cheeky. He's okay. Central attacking midfielder. He can play a centre midfielder, and he can also play left wing. He can play left wing. Now, because he can play left wing, I'm thinking, I said like, if you change the position, they can only go one left, one right. But he can play left wing. He knows how to play left wing. So, yeah, we can train that. We can train left wing to be his preferred position. I don't know if we want to do that. I'm just saying we could do that. High attacking, high defensive work rate, and a 5-star skill moves. This guy is the best guy I've ever found in the youth academy. Let's see how Berglund looks. And here he is. He has potential to be special. And yeah, I mean, he's going to stand out on the pitch. Look at those locks, those glorious Swedish blonde locks that he's got. And he's going to make a name for himself, Berglund. He is going to make a name for himself. Oh, I can't wait to... All 3 of these players, I can't wait. But hopefully you guys are excited as well to see these players. So, a couple more things left in the episode. We're going to have a game, because we need to have this game, so then we can do the final training session for Hendrik, so we can change Hendrik's position. But also, we want to resend out the scouts. And thank you very much for all the comments you've left, and we've decided where we're going to send those scouts to find us another 3 players. So the next game we have is at home to Forest Green, and I'm hoping this shouldn't be too much of a difficult game, because of course these guys are new to the league. So the team we're going to field then, Gonzalo down the middle. He can hopefully continue his fantastic form. We bring the new lad Guzman in, and I'm looking forward. Hopefully he's not going to disappoint. Edwards comes in the team, dropping in left midfield. We have Fuentes and Jacobs on the right. Smith and the new guy Berglund, who's going to slot in nicely just beside him. And we're looking for a good game for him. We got Uber, Faye, and the new guy Cordoba in defense, and Festeel in goal. This is what the subs look like. And you know what we're going to do, guys, because we do need to get some stamina back, because we're never going to. Deborah is just going to work her magic straight after this game. She's going to do her magic, and yeah, these guys aren't losing any more stamina. and then we'll have a couple of days break, and then hopefully that's going to be enough just so we can start getting a rhythm. But I've got a feeling, you know, Deborah, she's gonna be used and abused this month for sure. She's gonna get used and abused. But let's see how we get on in the next game with the new players. So here we go then. Ourselves, Exeter City against 12 Forest Green. They're doing good. They're doing good. And this is going to be a fantastic opportunity to see these new guys in action. There's one of them. There's Guzman right there. Can we see the others? We can see the blonde-haired of Berglund as well. We're still just by 1 goal now. We're 32 goals for. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that was just bad defending. That was just shocking defending. Looking at the replay, Uma just got dragged out, and I don't know, the other defending just thinking when he could rush out, but no. Nice finish, top left corner. Still close, but as always, not close enough. Okay, so we come into the second half then. Frustrating first half. We didn't really have any clean chances, but we're ultra attacking here, and we're still yet to break them down. And this happens all too often. So easy is getting behind us, but I'm literally putting it down to stamina and the pace, because of course we know that that youth players, they can't run. If you're under the age of 21, then apparently you don't learn how to run until you're about 21, 22. Okay, so we're going for all 3 substitutions again because of the stamina situation at this point. So Oscar Rose is coming on for Fuentes. We're also we're taking off Gonzalo for Hendricks because we've got a corner. Hopefully we can try and get something here. We've also brought on Henriquez as well in the midfield. Oh, Rose, win that. And that's got to be our ball. Just wait for this magical through ball that just always lands. And there we go. There's a second goal. And we're on the counter-attack again. And this guy's just going to keep running, keep on running, keep doing that stupid kick the ball in front of you. And there's the third goal. Fantastic. And that is a full-time whistle then. I think that's the worst we've ever lost. 3-0. And I mean, the only positive we can take in that is that Deborah is going to be training the lads, because it's become, like I said, it's not enjoyable at the moment playing because you can't mount an attack, especially the formation we play. When you're playing with 3 at the back, if they've got no pace and none of your attackers have got pace, you're just stagnant. You can't do a lot. I was really impressed with Berglund, really impressed. He was picking out the passes, but nothing going forward. But we've got Deborah, and we'll see how we stand in terms of stamina. So this is how we look after the game, and I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Finally, we haven't even passed any days, and it means that the next game, a lot of these players should have full stamina. So that's good. Thank you very much, Deborah. And as it shows there, that is the first time we've used her. So we got 3 more chances to use Deborah. And also we have the scouts. They have come back. So let's go and dish those out. We have sent out all the scouts. They did come back on the 2nd, which is brilliant because it means we sent out Thomas Wolf on the 2nd to the Republic of Ireland. On the 3rd, we sent out the lad from Denmark, Henson, and he's going to Mexico. And then the final one, Sayed, has gone to Saudi Arabia. And I'm hoping for big things from the Saudi Arabia, because in FIFA 17, I got a very fast player and a 5-star skill player. Maybe it was just luck of the draw, but I'm hoping, a bit of pace injection into the team. Let's see what they come back with in a month's time. We can see now Hendricks is a striker. His centre forward position goes down to his 2nd, and then he's still got the cam as the 3rd. So yes, we now technically have a striker. We had Thornley, but he's gone. He's going to be going. And then hopefully soon Gonzalo will be following. Other than that, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. There's a lot that's been introduced, and although we had a pretty shocking loss, next episode, a lot to look forward to, because we should have better stamina, and we've got a bigger squad already. Lots of games coming up, but yeah, lots of things there out to help us as well. So thanks a lot for watching, and take it easy.